Am I clear, sir? So that is the reason I written one point here. Always any changes if you do in the front end, sorry, in the back end, we need to do what, sir? Reload server metadata. We need to do reload server metadata. Right. Any questions on this topic, sir?
Sir, in server also, metadata ఉంటుందా లేకపోతే database లో data వస్తుందా?
So question is here, in server also only metadata will be available, data also will be stored in the server. Answer is anywhere metadata only available, sir. Data will not come to the picture. Okay, data will not come to the picture. Okay, data will be always available in the database. Except one scenario, cache is there. That cache I will talk later point of time. Okay, in that case, data will be available. That I will talk later point of time. This point of time, I don't want to disturb you people. Okay, right. Check out and check in information. Okay. So the checkout and check-in version is like Informatica version control or not? That is a question. Answer is this checkout check-in is available in each and every tool, sir. In each and every tool. Okay, in online mode, if you want to modify anything, the checkout check-in is available. Normally, if you go for, let us say, our Microsoft Office Excel, there also, if you keep one thing that is called as share workbook, one option is available. If you enable the share workbook, multiple members can open that one and they can work on that one. But if you take particular cell, on that particular cell, at the time, one user only will work. Okay, that means what I'm trying to tell the story is checkout and check-in is not property of OBA, not property of Informatica, not property of something else. In each and every tool, there is a common practice. Okay, right. Now, with this I completed the chapter called as testing. Then I am moving on to the next one. Please put it in as adding multiple sources. Please put it in as adding multiple physical table sources. Please put it in as adding multiple physical table sources. Right. First I will show you the problem. Then I will go for the solution. I am going for a new report. I am going for analysis, B151 supplier sales. Then I am developing one report that contains, let us say, here I have here type code, and I have here sales. Then I have here dollars. This is the report I give and click on results. Now, this report if I given to the client will be happy or not happy? If I given this report to the client will be happy or not happy? Client will not happy. Why? Because here I am giving what, sir? Type codes I am giving. No one in the world will remember the codes. No one in the world will remember codes. Everyone will remember the name only. Everyone will remember the name only. Suppose my manager will remember my name, but not my employee number, right? So similarly, what is the problem is here? I have here type code, but I don't have here type name. Unfortunately, to take the type name, I don't have type name information in my products. Same explanation is applicable for I have here subtype code, but I don't have what, sir? Subtype name. Same explanation is applicable for supplier code I have, but I don't have supplier name. Date code is available here somewhere, but I don't have what is the date name. Sugar patient means sugar patient date, something will be there, right? Next, I have here product key, but I don't have here the product price is what? The product cost is what? Or price is what? That means some information related to the product is missed out. Some information related to product is missed out. I want those information. So adding multiple physical tables chapter will be enhance the extra information whatever you require that information to your table. Now to do like that, we are going for this scenario. If you see carefully, here I have the products. For this products table, I am going to add what, sir? Die type table next, price list table next, product subtype table next, suppliers table next, products type table. As part of this one, we have these are the steps. First, we need to understand import additional products tables what you require. So I identified these are the 5 tables I required. Okay, in this one I have price information. That is the reason I am importing this one. In this one I have diet information, that is the reason I am importing this one. In this one I have subtype, that is what I am importing this one. In this one I have type, that's what I am importing. In this one I have supplier name, that's what I am importing. Next, I need to define the keys and joins. Keys and joins, I need to define it. Next, identify physical columns for mapping. Whatever information you want for the reporting, those all columns we need to identify. I have type code, but I don't have what, sir? Type name. This is the type name. I have here subtype code, but I don't have what, sir? Subtype name. That's the reason I want that one. I have diet code, but I don't have diet type. The name is not there. That's what I'm going for this one. I have here product key, but I don't have price. That's what I'm going for this one. I mean to say, I want 1, 2, 3, 4. One more thing is missed out. What is that? Supplier name. Supplier name is missed in my screenshot. Supplier name is missed in my screenshot. That also there. Okay, total 5 columns are required. Next, adding sources to an LTS. Here, first let me go and do the first part. This is my RPD. Now I want to import some other things. Let us go for right click on this connection pool. Next, what, sir? Right click, next. Import metadata, next. Click on next. Then we need to select 5 tables here. One from the supplier 2. I am going for supplier 2. Then I am selecting 5 tables. One is what, sir? Product type. Why you are going for this table, sir? Because I require item type. I want to import product subtype also because I require item subtype. I want to go for diet types also because I want diet type. I want here price table also because I want price column. I want here supplier table because I want supplier name. So that is the reason I am selecting 1 table, 2 table, 3 tables, 4 tables, next 5 tables. Select those 5 tables, click on this import button. Those all things are importing. Once it is done, then click on finish button. Yes, click on finish. Those all things are came. Check in this one. Okay, save it. Now go and see the data inside that one. Let us say first we'll go with the suppliers. Right click on this one, click on view data. Here I have information. What is the supplier code? What is the supplier name? Similarly, try to observe other one. Let us say product type. Right click on this one, click on view data. Then I have information here. What is the type code? What is the type name? Instead of providing your report, let us say 100 this much of thing. If I provide name as what, sir? Backing this much of sales, it is more user friendly or not? Here 101 something is given. 101 is corresponding to what, sir? Beef. The beef this much if you given, then it will be more user friendly or not? End of our lesson we are trying to do that one. End of our lesson we are trying to do that kind of reporting. Okay. Right. Yes, we understand the data, what available in product type. Then I have going for subtype, click on view data. I have your information. What is your type code also? What is your subtype code? What is your item subtype? This type code, why they populated in this table is to join product type table and product subtype table. In product type table, this type code is primary key or foreign key, sir? Primary key. In this product subtype table, this type code is primary key or foreign key, sir? Foreign key, because it is a reference of primary key. I am closing this one. Then I am going for diet types. Right click on this diet type, click on view data. Then I have here 2 columns. What is diet means 1, regular means 2. Then I am going for close. Then I am going for price list. Here I have information. What is the product price? Click on view data. Each and every code wise, like let us say 1001 is product code number. That corresponding cost is what, sir? 66.20 is the corresponding cost. So I have here price information. Now our aim is we need to provide joins, right? To provide joins, select this OR cell, go to the physical diagram. Okay, now I have product information is where, sir? This is what the product information, right? Yes or no? For this product, I need to join these all things. First, let me go for suppliers. one supplier may provide n number of products or not. One supplier may provide n number of products. Let us say we'll take one supplier. Let us say Pfizer. Pfizer is one client. Pfizer client has so many medicines, right? If you see for babies, okay, baby product. If you see, half of the product of baby products will be from Pfizer only. If you observe anything, if you have a chance to observe the baby products, okay, whatever you are using, lotions, whatever that may be, those are half of the products will be coming from the Pfizer client. Pfizer is one of the great client or number one client in the industry of healthcare. Okay, perfect. Now I am taking a join condition. Then I need to move from year to year or year to year, sir. Many to one. Many to one means products to suppliers. So what is the common column, sir? Here supplier code next. Here somewhere I have supplier code. Click on OK. Click on OK. Another record while trying to check out objects from the server. Please verify the server setup. One second. This guy previously we checked out, right? Okay. I don't want this session. I am closing this one. This is someone else. Okay. Now I am trying to do same job. Give that one. Supplier code next. Supplier code. Click on OK. What is the problem? You understand, right? Yes or no? So one more user using that one. That is the reason the kind of error we got. That other user session I killed. That is the other user session I killed. It is accepting that one. Previously while I am showing that one, it is the problem. Okay. Next one is what, sir? Here I have here. Let us say next one product dye types I have. I'm sorry. Product dye types I have. So one dye will contain n number of products or not. Let us say one sugar patient I am saying means we have food, whatever food we need to provide in that food, so many items will be there. Yes or no? Okay, one is sugarless tea or sugarless rice or sugarless dal, something like that. Okay. Now what I am trying to say is diet code. Then here also we need to select diet code. Click on OK. Now similarly go for next one. Let us say product subtype. I am going for product to product subtype. Common column is here. Subtype code versus subtype code. Click on OK. Similarly, one subtype code one type contains so many subtypes. Yes or no? That is the reason I am joining like that. Type code versus type code. Click on OK. Next here price is there. The price also I am joining. The corresponding column is product key versus product key. Click on OK. To organize these all things properly, auto layout. Okay. Then I have like this information. If you see here carefully, the schema is what schema, sir? Star schema or snowflake schema? This is one type. These all tables are normalized tables or denormalized tables, sir? First tell me that one. Normalized tables only, right? One product information we divide into these many tables. One product information we divide into these many tables. These all are product information only. So these tables are normalized or denormalized? Normalized. A schema which is designed using normalized table is called as snowflake schema. A schema which is designed using normalized tables is called as snowflake schema. So here we have snowflake schema. Don't worry. The snowflake schema we are going to convert into star schema in our BMM layer. How to convert that we need to understand. Yes, now I did my total physical layer configuration. Anything left, sir? No. Once it is done, first go and check in changes. Each and every task, better practice is always check in and save. In our training room, it is mandatory. Why? Because suddenly current is off. Then whatever work we done, that will be lost, right? That's the reason each small work try to do check in and save. Perfect. Next one. I have here products table. This products is logical table or what, sir? It is a logical table. What about this one, sir? logical table source, right? I mean to say, I am renaming this one. Rename home. This is called as logical table. Yes or no? This is what, sir?
Logical table.
Logical table source home. Logical table source. Now, if you see here carefully, I have here one information that is called as what, sir? Item supplier. This LTS D1 products is pointing to a physical table. What physical table, sir? D1 products. D1 products is my physical table, right? Do I have direct join between this D1 products table, and this D1 supplier, sir? Do I have direct join or not? Previously created, right? If you see here, products and D1 suppliers, do I have direct join or not? D1 suppliers, yes or no? Direct join is available, but D1 products and product type, do I have direct join, sir? No. If you see here, one thing I will show you, if I am trying to drag and drop item supplier onto this one, it is accepting. But if I am trying to drag and drop product type, here item type is there, I am trying to drag and drop that one, it is accepting, sir? No. So to drag and drop one column from physical layer to this logical table source, we should have what, sir? Direct join. We should have direct join. This logical table source is as of now pointing to D1 products. D1 products must have what, sir? Direct join. As of now, I can drag and drop item supplier onto this one. Whenever I drag and drop, two activities will be happens in the backend. See here, I drag and drop. What happens, sir? One thing is column created, yes or no? And if you see the backend, double click on this one, in the general, what happens, sir? D1 supplier is added. Now, can you tell me this logical table source is pointing to these two physical tables or not? That means one logical table source contains multiple physical tables or not? Multiple physical tables are there. And if you see whatever column we added, that is called as supplier, item supplier, right? As item supplier is added here, it is pointing to which table, sir? D1 suppliers. Remaining all columns are pointed to which table, sir? D1 underscore products. Am I clear at this point? Similarly, can you drag and drop another one, that is what, sir? Let us say die type. Will it accept or not, sir, first of all? Why it is accept, sir? Direct join is available for these die types too. Internally we have these two tables. Any one table has direct join means it will accept. Here I have D1 products. D1 products has direct join with my die table. That is the reason it will accept it. So I am joining die type, I am dragging and dropping. Whenever you drag and drop, what happens, sir? Die type is king. Now, similarly, can you drag and drop the subtype, sir? Will it accept or not? Just you need to think as a LKZ guy, you need to see as only direct join is available or not? Available or not? Available or not? Not available? I given direct join only, right? Go and see here. Products table is one, and this is what, sir? Product subtype table. Do I have direct join or not? Then, will it accept or not? Accepts. Item subtype, drag and drop on that one. It is accepted. Similarly, can you drag and drop this price, sir? Price, where is that? Price. I can drag and drop price because I have direct join. Now, can you drag and drop this item type, sir? Now, can you drag and drop the item type, sir? Direct join to whom, sir? Here I have this many tables are there. Any one table has no direct join with this one? Are you clear what I am trying to say? Previously, you checked only with this table. Now we need to check what, sir? These many tables are there. Any one of the table has direct join with this type, I can drag and drop. My subtype is directly joined with type, yes or no? If you go and see in the physical diagram, my subtype and this type both are directly joined. My subtype is now part of this LTS, right? My subtype is now part of this LTS. So now I can drag and drop this item type, no issues. Let us say drag and drop item type. I drag and drop. Okay, right. Click on check-in changes, click on S. Now, whatever we done, that is called as automatic method, just drag and drop method we are doing. I don't like this drag and drop method. What I am doing is I am deleting, let us say, one column for sample purpose, and also corresponding, I have here what, sir? The table will be that, the table also I am deleting. Remove, click on OK. Now, don't drag and drop and do manual method. Don't drag and drop and do manual method. Manual method means what, sir? Two things I need to do. One is I need to add the corresponding table. Secondly is I need to add the corresponding column. To add the corresponding table, to whom we are adding the corresponding table, sir? We are adding to LTS or LT? LTS, double click on this LTS. Now click on this add option. There I have here one option, is what, sir? D1 product type. Observe here, D1 product type is coming, D1 orders 2 is coming. But it is not showing D1 customer or D1 calendar. Why, sir? Reason is what, sir? Because D1 customers and D1 calendars has no direct jive. Do I have direct jive with the products, those are things? No. That's the reason customer table or calendar table is not showing here. Orders is showing. Why? Because D1 products has direct jive with the orders. I replay this point. Click on product type. Next, click on select. That is came here. Next, what, sir? We need to add column. Click on column mapping. Then click on add. Then I am giving the name as, let us say, product type. Then go for the column source. Then what, sir? Derive from? I'm sorry. Click on OK because it's not available in BMM layer. I need to give your product type. Then it should be coming from where, sir? Coming from physical layer. That is the reason I am going for edit expression. Physical tables. Out of which physical table, sir? Product type physical table you want. Item type. Click on OK. Done. Click on OK. This is called as manual method. Drag and drop method means automatically these two activities doing. Manual method means we are doing manually. Adding the table, adding the column, adding the table and adding the column. Now, till this point of time, you added all over physical columns or physical tables to whom, sir? Logical table, source only we added. Logical table, source only we added. Now, once you added, click on check-in changes. Let us see the report output first. Click on S, click on OK. Now I am selecting these all things. Drag and drop onto products, all this came, click on check-in changes, yes, okay, save it, and to make our original file sync up with this one, I am saying as what, sir? Copy as, your original file name is B151 underscore EBA, save, click on S, then go to the front end. Here I am doing, is it products information is available, sir? I need to reload server metadata. I am reloading it. Once you reload it, then go for the products. Then I have here item type somewhere. Product type. This is not right. Instead of this kind of reporting, I want to go for some other reporting fashion. New analysis. B151 supplier sales. Click on OK. And I am clicking on a column called as product type. A column called as product type. Then a column called as dollars. This report I am going to give to the client. If I given this report, client will be happy or not? Previously he provided 100 this much. 100 means what you don't know. Previously given 101 this much. 101 means what you don't know. If you given this kind of report instead of previous report, the client will be very happy because it is more user friendly. Perfect. Now we understand how to enhance some more product information to the products. But while you are enhancing this one, you enhance these all physical tables to where, sir? Logical table source. Now I want to go for another method. Another method is, let us say I am deleting this product type. Okay, now I am going for here and I am also deleting corresponding table. I deleted. Can I drag and drop this product type, whatever it is there? Let us say, where is that, sir? Type, yes, item type. Can I drag and drop this onto LT, sir? Logical table? Yes or no? I can drag and drop onto logical table also. Where I drag and drop? I may remove these all things, sir, first. Product type I didn't remove. 1 second. Now let me check in changes. I remove product type, sir. Once again, let me verify it is removed. Now what I am doing is item type I am dragging and dropping onto logical table. Whenever I drag and drop, what happens, sir? New logical table source is created. New logical table source is created. And here item type is came into the picture. Item type is came into the picture. That means you can drag and drop a physical column onto LTS, or you can drag and drop a physical column onto logical table also. Then you will get one question. What is it, sir? Which method I need to follow? Which method I need to follow? And when I need to follow which method? And when I need to follow which method? Answer is for that question. Before going for that column adding, you need to validate, do I have duplicated column or not? What do you mean by duplicate column? If you want to add, let us say, item type column from year to year, item type is already available or not, we need to validate. Already, if it is available already, then we need to drag and drop item type onto logical table. If data is duplicated, then we need to drag and drop onto where, sir? Logical table. If data is not duplicated, then we need to drag and drop onto where, sir? LTS, logical table source. My point is clear? So in previous case, I dragged and dropped item supplier onto LTS. Why? Because item supplier column is not available here. In previous case, I dragged and dropped die type also. Die type is not available here. In previous case, I dragged and dropped item subtype because item subtype is not available here. In previous case, I dragged price. Okay, that is not available. Even item type also not available. But to show you practice purpose, I am dragging and dropping. It's supposed to drag and drop here, sir. Item type also supposed to drag and drop onto LTS only. Why? Because item type also not duplicated. Item type also not duplicated. That's the reason we need to go for like that. So now you understand what is the meaning of duplication, sir? The same column already available in BMM layer, same column already available in BMM layer, that means duplication. If the same column is available, then we need to drag and drop onto where, sir? Logical table. If it's not available, then we need to drag and drop where, sir? Logical table source. That's what my meaning of this point here. That's what my meaning of this point here. If you see, I given here on point model multiple physical sources for logical table, add multiple sources to an LTS. When you need to go for this one, sir? Where data is not duplicated across tables, Next point is what, sir? Add a new logical table source to logical table. That is when, sir? Where data is duplicated across tables. Add a new logical table source. What does that mean, sir? If you see here, did you observe or not? Whenever I drag and drop one column onto LT, automatically one more LTS is created or not? Yes or no? Previously, one more LTS is created or not? That's the reason I written here like that. Add a new logical table source to logical table. When you need to follow this one, where data is duplicated across table. This point is I didn't discuss full-fledgedly at this point of time, because that kind of data is not there. That kind of data will come whenever I am discussing about our 9th chapter, that is called as aggregate tables. Aggregate tables means what, sir? Already we have the dollars column in our one table. Same dollars column will be available in another table, but level will be what, sir? Different levels, aggregated data. Are you clear? If I say department wise salary column is there. Employee wise salary column is there. But what is the difference, sir? Here I have employee wise, what is the salary? Here what, sir? Department wise, what is the salary? It is more aggregated data, it is more detailed data. In case of aggregate tables, I will come to this point, and second point will be full-fledgedly you will understand at the time. As of now, you understand first point, how to add one physical column to the LTS. We had two methods. One is what, sir? Manual method. Second one is what, sir? Drag and drop method. Drag and drop method or automated method. You also understand the reasons. Whenever data is duplicated, then we need to add the what, sir? Physical column. We need to drag and drop onto logical table. Whenever data is not duplicated, then we need to drag and drop onto logical table source. These are the 2 points what you understand. Yes or no? Yes, let me walk through my slide. I'm sorry. So we understand these are steps. One is importing this one. Next, what's that? Defining keys and giants. Next, identifying next, adding sources to an LTS. This is manual method. Manual method I given. Next, once manual method is completed, then what's that? Drag method, drag and drop that one. We given this all drag and drop method also. Rename the logical columns if you want. Add a columns to the presentation layer. That's not the ABC example what we done. Am I clear? Yes. Next. Okay. Here, if you see carefully, item type is now I need to add here, yes or no? Right. Now if you go and see column mapping, each and everything are mapped here only, right? Suppose someone is asking a question. Let us say I have here type code column is available. I have here next what, sir? Item type is available. Type code column is coming from where, sir? D1 products. Item type column is coming from where, sir? D1 product type. In my report, if I take two columns, one is type code column, other one is called as item type column, then how my query will be forms backend? Question is clear or not? What will happen? Tell me. What I am trying to say is I am going to the cancel, check-in changes. Yes. Okay. I am going to the front end. I am developing a report with two columns. One is called as what, sir? Analysis. Two columns. One is called as type code column. Let us say products. One is called as type code column. Second one is called as product type column. Click on results. If you go back end and if you see the query, error getting field information, select products type code, products type from error code. Am I reloaded server metadata? Let me clear this all courses administrations. What I am trying to do is I am trying to click on type code, click on results. Then I am going for item type, then I am getting. Previously, what is the problem is we deleted that item type column and we checked in, and thereafter we didn't reload the server metadata. At that time, we did not observe that one, right? That's the reason it's thrown error. Okay. Now we got this report, right? Now we go for new, administration. Next, okay, manage sessions, and if you go for the view log, here if you observe carefully, here I got what, sir? Here how many tables is taken, sir? Products table, next, products table, supply table, next, type. Why it is taken like that, sir? Actually, strictly speaking, these two columns are available within the product type or not? Within the product type table only, we have these two columns or not? But your BMM layer mapping is the source for this one, right? However you configured here, that way it will work. I mean to say, you clearly say type code take from here, D1 products, and item subtype you take from where, sir? Sorry. Item type you take from where, sir? D1 product. I don't have direct join between these two columns, these two tables. In between immediately is whom, sir? Subtype. That's the reason subtype also is introduced. Now I am giving one question. Sir, whenever I am developing such kind of report, I want to hit only one table. I want to hit only one table. How we can do that one? Question is clear or not? Yes, tell me, sir, how to do that one? Simply, this type code is available. Type code is available where, sir? In the product type also available, right? Instead of telling type code take from this table, why can't you can tell like take from where, sir? Product type. And in the product type, what is the column name, sir? Type code. Click on OK. Click on check in changes. Click on yes. Any cache is there? Try to remove the cache. No cache is available here. And also from front end also try to remove all caches and try to do it. Close all cursors. Now go back. Now it is refreshed and is given the result. Now I need to, I am interested on what, sir? Administration next, manage sessions next, view log. If you see the view log, what happened, sir? It's taken only product type. So what I am trying to prove from this is the entire query formation, main source is what, sir? BMM layer. Based on the BMM layer only, your query is forming. Something is wrong in the query, then we need to come to the LTS and we need to see why that column is picking from the table. Why that column is picking from the table. Am I clear the point? So the way you need to debug, I am telling. Okay, some query is wrong means we need to come and see where, sir? In the BMM layer. Or you want to improve some performance technique. Let us say one report is running, let us say previous report only. It is running more time because of 3 tables are there, 2 joins are there, right? Actually, it is not required for that report. How you can debug it, sir? You can come and you can do whatever necessary activities are there. You can do it and you can debug it. Yes or no? Right. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll discuss rest of the things. Okay? Yes. Thank you. Go to lab and try to practice this chapter.